Hello there, Andrew D. Pope. Sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but here's a news flash. Perfection does not exist, at least not in any practical sense. Perfection is an ideal, something to aim for perhaps, but not something you can achieve in reality. Take it a step further, and you'll realize that the closer you get to perfection, no matter how hard you try, the cost in time, effort, and resources really makes it impractical. You literally cannot get there. It's the same with timing. There is no perfect timing. You'll wait forever to get something done if you're waiting for the perfect time. All of this, by the way, comes from personal experience. I've been around the block a few times now. I used to spend a lot of time trying to get things perfect, trying to wait for the perfect time to do stuff. It was really just a delaying tactic. I was scared to do whatever it was I was going to do, and I just used perfection as a crutch, a procrastination tool to stop me having to do those things or even attempt those things. So perfection is unobtainable in reality, perfect timing doesn't exist, and you're very likely using them as a crutch. So let's have a little look at this idea of how to get around this situation. Let's try a few examples. Do you want to get fitter? Don't wait till the spring. Get started now. Do you want to lose weight? Don't wait till after the holidays. Start losing calories right now. Do you want a new job? Get that resume sorted out. Start applying today. It's the same thing with materials and resources. There's no such thing as the perfect setup or the perfect assemblage of equipment in order to get the job done. Again, you will fail if you continually wait for the perfect, guaranteed to be successful setup or pile of equipment ready to do that job. Doesn't exist. Let's revisit the earlier examples. If you want to get fit, don't wait for that perfect set of weights or that perfect set of running shoes. Just start lifting some weights and go running. You can always buy stuff later if you need to up your game a little bit. Want to lose weight? Don't wait for the perfect diet plan or the perfect menu plan. Just reduce your overall intake of calories, increase the quality of the calories you put in, and get going. Want a better job? Instead of waiting for your company to put you on the perfect training course or you to be able to save up for a super duper program of your own, why not just start boning up on your own knowledge? Read books, go online, learn that stuff, upskill whilst you're preparing your CV, and you'll be ahead of the game. Start today. Now, I really don't want this to sound like I'm speaking from a soapbox here. I spent many years of my life battling with perfection. I still fight a running battle with perfection. The reality was I kept looking for perfect this, perfect that, the perfect timing. I came up with lots of excuses why I couldn't do things in the name of perfection. I wanted to get it right first time. That's what I told myself anyway. Here's the bottom line. I was just scared to do things. Most people who look at perfection and use it as an excuse, it's a fear. It's covering up for a fear, an avoidance of doing something that we're worried might not work. Perfection's a good thing perhaps to aim for as a quality standard, but please don't do what I did and let it stop you doing things. Perfection doesn't exist in all practical reality. Here's a great quote from Arthur Ashe, the great Arthur Ashe, tennis player, which sums up this ethos perfectly for me. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Arthur Ashe. The very fact that you have started something starts a wonderful and ongoing process of action taking. It can create a cascade or a snowball effect. Action starts to generate its own momentum. The things you need start to appear as you need them. Taking action also gives you options for changing in response to feedback. Here's a paradox for you to consider and watch out for. When you eventually look back at your successful journey, you will notice a curious thing. The time you started anything will always appear to have been the perfect time to have started that thing, and the resources you started that thing with will actually appear to be the perfect set of resources you needed to start that thing. As I say, it's a paradox. It's a curious thing, but fascinating once you become aware of it. So self-confident and emotionally intelligent people know that taking action is the key to success. When combined with hard work applied consistently over time, action will always get results. If you choose positive actions and carefully work to make sure those actions are beneficial, you'll almost always create positive results. I've almost overcome my battle with perfection. Almost, but not quite. I do make excuses for things now and again, and that's ultimately what it is. It's not about perfection, it's about excuses. One of the ways I did that was through a lot of self-reflection. I'd encourage you to take the time to ask yourself some questions, reflect on them, and answer yourself honestly. Are you delaying taking action and waiting for the perfect time? Are you trying to guarantee success in some way by looking for the perfect resource setup or the optimum conditions? In what key areas of your life are you waiting or delaying? I can recommend picking one goal that you might be holding back on and just starting to work on it now from wherever you are and with whatever you've got. Do what you can with it and take note of what progress you make once you've got started. Self-confident people trust the process of action taking, so it follows that if you start to take action, you will become more self-confident. You'll certainly become more self-confident once you start seeing positive results. That's how it works. That's that cascade or snowball effect I talked about earlier, a virtuous circle, if you want to use another term. So just like Arthur Ashe said, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. I hope that was useful to you. I hope that gave you some food for thought. Check out this video next, and I will see you next time.